Hi guys, my name is TB. I apologize for the background noise. uh, I'm recording at my parents' home, and anyway, in this tutorial I will explain how to install and configure the Real 3D Carousel Wordpress plugin, which is a WordPress plugin that allows to display multimedia content in the form of this really nice, unique carousel style. It has full multimedia support. It supports Vimeo, YouTube, image, link, iframe, Google Maps, Flash, MP4 video, and MP3 audio. It also has support for multiple categories that can be switched from this select box. And it's using Revolution Lightbox, which is included in the product, to display the content of the carousel. For example, this is a MP3 file. It will use the audio player to play the MP3 file. Also for video is the same. This is MP4 video, and Flash, Google Maps, and so on. Link, it's when the image is clicked, a new link will open. So this is a full responsive carousel. It has a lot of settings and options. Also in this page you will find this video tutorial that I'm recording now for reference if you decide to buy it. This is a unique project. You won't find anything like this on sale anywhere, so it's worth a try. Also, it supports HTML content. These are images, JPEG, PNG, or JPEG. This is another example of a default skin with HTML content. This is actually HTML content, and it has a different navigation, which is also optional. These bullets and arrows are optional, as well as the scroll bar and the slideshow button, and basically everything is optional. Also, it supports transparent images. Maybe you need this type of display. These are PNG files. So yeah, this is a short description of this project, but there is so much more behind it that I would speak an entire day of all its feature and options, and so yeah. Okay, so to install it in WordPress, I've actually installed it before, but I will delete it for now to show you how to install it. So after you download the files from Envato, you'll receive this zip file, and inside of it there are two zip files. There is a zip file and a folder. The help file will contain short documentation about some features and the app API. This is the help file. Also a link to the video tutorial and other interesting stuff. And the other folder, it's actually the carousel, the actual plugin. So this is what you need to use to install it in WordPress. I've already added it on my desktop. So to install it, just go to add new, plugins, add new, upload plugin, and here add the zip file that I've showed you, this one. So install now. It's installing. And now that it's installed, we can activate it by pressing activate plugin, clicking activate plugin. So here it is, you can see it here and also on the left. There are three main tabs: General Settings, Playlist Manager and CSS Editor. General Settings, it's used to set up, to modify the skin, remove buttons like this, like next and pref button, remove scroll bar, remove borders, change the thumbnail size, change the carousel size. So this is the general settings. These are the main settings. There are a lot of settings here, which are, most of them are self-explanatory. But what's important to understand that it has built-in three skins and presets that we have used here. You don't have to know anything about this stuff here. You can just choose a preset that you like, for example, modern silver, modern warm, or minimal classic, and you can use it as it is without knowing anything about the plugin. But for example, if you want to modify the carousel width or carousel height, you can do it here. Change some colors, some background images. You can set it to display in 2D and a lot of other stuff like Z-index to push it over your content or under your content. These are in the general settings. Also, these are settings specific to the thumbnails, like thumbnail width, thumbnail height, and all kind of arrangements and other appearance information configuration. Control setting is specific to the scroll bar buttons and bullets buttons and these buttons. You can remove it there, change spacing, colors, and other stuff. Combo box settings is related to the draw box here. This one, you can change colors and hide it, show it, remove, set, position it in a different place. Lightbox settings is for when a thumbnail is clicked, a lightbox will open, and here you can change border size, remove these buttons, configure, change spacing between buttons. So yeah, this is specific to the lightbox. There are a lot of options here. And navigation bullet settings is for the navigation bullets here. So this is the general settings. I will not go into details because there is no point. Most of the settings are self-explanatory, and like I've said, you can use them as they are. You don't have to know anything about this stuff. Most of them have tooltips that you can read, and they explain what they are actually doing. So I'll go next into the CSS editor. The CSS editor has some, you can save here some classes, CSS classes, that can be used inside the carousel to, for example, to change the color of the text here in the thumbnails, or change the color and spacing and whatever here on the lightbox, on the text lightbox. So keep this in mind, that is there. And the playlist manager, it's used to create playlist. So the carousel can handle HTML playlist or image playlist. This is a image playlist. It uses images to load inside the carousel, and this is a HTML content. You can actually add HTML. This is HTML text and some links. So in order to display thumbnails, you need to create a playlist. I already done that by pressing add new playlist, and here you have to select the type. I've selected the image, so I will not do this because it's already done. Sorry, I made a mistake here. Actually, this should be image playlist, and this here it's category 1. Actually, you can edit this stuff. So yeah. So what I mean by playlist and category. So for example, here this specific preset has a playlist which contains 3 categories. You see category 1, category 2, category 3, and these categories can contain a collection of thumbnails. So for example, this one is category 2, it's a different collection of thumbnails. I think it's obvious what this means, so keep that in mind. Each category can contain thumbnails, so there are 9 types: image, audio, YouTube, Vimeo, video, link, iframe, Google Maps, Flash. And you can also set the thumbnail when it's clicked, nothing will happen, just you click it and it will just be there, it will be inactive. So yeah, I've already added these thumbnails here to save time, but to add a new thumbnail, just add new thumbnail, and I'll go through all the fields here. The name of the thumbnail is just for reference, it will appear here. I will edit here my thumbnail, for example. The thumbnail path, it's I'll just add this here. It's what it will be shown in the carousel. For example, this is a thumbnail image, this is required, and the lightbox source, it's what will happen when the thumbnail will be clicked. So for example, if you want to open an image, you can set here to open this image, but you can also leave it to none. So in this example, I will set to none, so when this thumbnail is clicked, nothing will happen. Video poster path, it's optional and it's only required if you're using an MP3 video file. It's explained here. Item maximum width and item maximum height are also optional. You can with the exception of images, all other lightbox types that are displayed in the lightbox have a default width and height, a default maximum width and a default maximum height. Sorry about this, just need a break. I don't know how to stop it. So yes, like I said, all these lightbox items have a default width and height, with the exception of images, because images are resized based on their actual width and height. So for example, you can set Google Maps to have I don't know what size it is, 1000 per 600 pixels, and the video player to another size. You can see here it's smaller. So keep that in mind, that you can override these general settings, which are predefined here in the general settings tab for each item individually. The thumbnail text, it's what appears inside the thumbnail, so the thumbnail is hovered. If you can leave it blank and nothing will be showed. So this is the thumbnail text. Here are some offsets to push up or down this text visually. This is also optional. If you leave it to 0, 0, 0, the text will be hidden and only be shown when the thumbnail is hovered. There are some tooltips here that explains what this stuff does. And the lightbox info text, it's what appears in the lightbox on the info, and the info button is clicked. So you can add a short description for each item. Also, this is optional. Keep in mind that this also exists. Sorry, I've zoomed in. Okay. So yeah, to add now I would like to go through each lightbox type, because there are some things here to note. So to add an image, just add in the lightbox source, just add the image path. The idea is to end with JPEG, PNG or JPEG. So also here you can see for the thumbnails text we are using some classes that are defined in the CSS editor, that are defined there to change the text color or spacing or whatever. So this is what you have to do to add a thumbnail. To add audio, the same thing, only add the mp3 file like as a source. For YouTube, add the YouTube video source. For Vimeo, add the Vimeo source. For mp4 file, just add the mp4 path source. You can edit from the library like this. You can choose it here. Okay. For link, add this is different. So to add a link, you actually have to add this string here, link to points. Then you add the link of the page that you want to open, and after it you have to add question mark, target equal blank, or target equal self, depending on I made a mistake here, depending on what you want to open. Blank means that it will open in the same page, will override the page that the carousel is in, and sorry, blank, it will open a new page. As self, it will open in the same page. So yeah. iframe, just add the website URL. Google Maps, just add the Google Maps address that you will get from Google Maps, the location that you want to display. And Flash, add the Swift file URL. So yeah, this is the basic idea. Also add this a new thumbnail with none, with an action of none, sorry, my thumbnail. It will be this one, like and as a lightbox source I set it on none. So here is the playlist. To add the playlist, you can add the carousel in your page. You can add it in a post or a page. I'll use a post just for the sake of it, and here it is. So this is the test page. I will remove this for now. If I refresh it, it will be empty. I have a really slow internet connection, so I'm sorry about this. But nothing. Oh, I had to update it. I've done some testing before. This is why this stuff is here, and my WordPress is not configured as it should. So this is the page of this post. So it's blank. To add the carousel in your page, just go into Visual, click in the text editor, and the shortcode generator will be here on the right side. So select the preset. For now we'll just select this one, and the playlist that we have created here. So add shortcode. The shortcode will appear here. Then update the page. And now let's wait to save it. And now if we refresh this, the carousel open with all the thumbnails that we have added there, including that thumbnail with the none action. And as you can see, I'm clicking and nothing happens. And here if I click, the Google Maps location will open. So yeah, this is how you add the carousel. So for example, you want to modify some stuff in the carousel. To do this, these presets cannot be overwritten, so these are here as a preset. if you want to create a new one, just select the preset that you want from this Dropbox and then change its name to my preset. My preset, and add new preset. And now the preset is here, as you can see, part of the Dropbox, and now you can change anything you like for the carousel. For example, what to do here, let's remove the drag and swipe on the PC. So we set this to no, update preset settings, and so yeah, I have set the use mouse drag and swipe to no. So now if you test the page here with the preset that we have created, you can see that the drag hand, it's not there anymore. So this is something simple. Another thing to show, for example, you want right now the display, it's fluid width, which means that it will cover the entire width of the page. So let's say you want it responsive or fixed it's actually responsive, so keep this in mind. Now if you refresh, this will make it part of your website, of the theme. So this content is actually responsive, it's responsive now. So if you resize the page, it will arrange based on your theme layout. So yeah, let's set it like it was. There's a tooltip here that explains what this does. So, and on the thumbnail settings, let's change the border color. This is a gradient. I will choose something really, let's go with white. No, actually something to see that they are changed, red and black. It's ugly, but and what other things? That's enough. Okay, I think you get the idea. So now if we test it, you can see the border. They don't look good, but it proves the point. Actually, this is the second color. Let's set it to green. It's ugly, but whatever. Update settings. Also, in the control settings, let's remove the next button and rev button. Let's see now. So as you can see, the buttons are removed, only the scroll bar and the slideshow button, and the thumbnail colors are really ugly. Yes. So for the combo box settings, there also some text. You can hide it if you like, and also you can set at which category to start. Let's say I want to start at 2, but we don't have a second playlist, so we'll leave it at 1. Update settings, and now it should be disabled. So yeah, you can see it doesn't appear anymore there. What else? I think it's enough. It proves the point. Let's say we want to add bullet navigation also to show them there, and I think in control settings, it's enough for now. So you can see the bullets here along with the scroll bar and the slideshow button. So I think it's enough. You get the idea how to change stuff there. Another interesting thing, it's you can create HTML content playlist. So if you look here, sorry, there are too many things open. Like I've showed you here, there is this is HTML content, so you can add HTML code or tags inside the thumbnail. So you cannot mix thumbnails, images, thumbnails with content. So with HTML content, so keep this in mind. So to create a new playlist of HTML type, just set HTML. Doesn't matter the name, just the name, and from the Dropbox select HTML content, add playlist, and inside of this we need a new category. Category 1, and now inside of the category, when add new thumbnail is click, it's a bit different. You just have to set a name as reference, and here is the actual HTML content that has to be added. So just something bold, text, test. Lightbox source, you can set it to open something when the lightbox is clicked, or just leave it to none. None is default here. And there are also some the same settings as I've explained it before in the image type playlist. So add thumbnail, we'll just add another one, thumbnail 2, and set bold text 2, something just as for reference. Okay, after this is done, update the playlist, and now here we have to change the playlist. So now we in the select box of the playlist, you can see HTML playlist that we have created and my preset. So add shortcode. There are just too many shortcodes here. 1 second. Add shortcode, update, and now if we test the screen, the actual HTML content appears. The only problem is the background is black and the text is also black. We can fix this by I don't know. I think this will work. Style. Actually, I can just use a class that is defined here. The large label has a white color, so just you can see how this is done. So we'll set here a p paragraph class. This should be obvious for anyone that knows some basic HTML. So update thumbnail. We'll just leave this one, the first thumbnail with. Okay. As you can see, the text is white. It has that class applied to it. You can actually see it in. Anyway, this one is black because it doesn't have a class. So this is how HTML content it's added to thumbnails. So let's set it back to what it was. My preset image playlist, add shortcode. Another useful feature is for developers, they can actually use the API of the carousel. So the API has some really interesting methods and events that you can use to control the carousel externally. So For example, switch category, go to different thumbnails, listen for some events. And I've provided here an example that you can just copy and paste as reference. It's easy to understand for any JavaScript developer, so I will not go into details here. Only that when this button is clicked, the carousel will go to the next thumbnail, and an event thumb change will display the event ID, the thumbnail ID. So you can just copy this, and here in the post I've already pasted the code from there. So update, and now if I refresh the page, you can see here Royale 3D Carousel API ready. The button is here that I've added in there in code, and when clicked you can actually control it externally, and you can see here the event log. This is really nice because you can actually create your own navigation based on with these methods. So I think this is it. In one other thing, just say I want to add another category, so something simple. We'll just add the thumbnail image 1. Image 1. We'll choose this one as Lightbox source. I'll just leave it to none. Or actually, let's add this image to open it in the Lightbox. So yeah, add thumbnail, and now update the playlist. Keep in mind it's just one image, so it will not look as a carousel, but you get the idea. Actually, we have to set to show the select menu, I think. I'm not sure. Control settings, combo box setting, actually set to show. Why it doesn't appear? It should be there. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong preset. So combo box, here it is, set it to yes. Update preset settings, and now here it is, and the second category, it should display only one thumbnail, and when clicked it will look like this. Of course, this is just an example. If you add more thumbnails, it will actually look like a carousel. So yeah, I guess this is it. I apologize for the messy tutorial, but I think I've explained the best that I could the main settings and how to use it. It's an outstanding carousel. It's unique. You won't find anything like it on sale. So I hope you enjoy this project. So thank you for watching.